In one sprint, these are the parallel executing work streams. This is arranged according to something called Justice's Law. For those of you that are familiar with agility and organizational agility, you may be familiar with Justice's Law. It's one of the three things named after me. Justice's Law states, the modules of the product define the structure of the company. And any company group that's not a module of a product slows the company down. So most companies have a software group. That means every component, every product that needs software has to wait on the software group. They're now in a queue, they're in a line. And that's theory of constraints, that's queuing theory, that's waiting theory, that's related to Eli Goldratt's The Goal and Finding Herbie. What you'd want is each product that needs software to have their own software group, so they don't wait in a queue. Now, for cost accounting purposes, if you're managing a company with a Master's of Business Association degree and a spreadsheet, that will sound inefficient. Well, how many years does it take most companies to design and build a rocket? The expense is actually in the length of time you have to employ everyone. And speed of execution is the only thing that matters in the long run. And it's where all the financial savings actually occur. So what SpaceX does is they have the Orbital Launch Tower team. There's software in the Orbital Launch Tower. There's mechanical engineering, there's procurement, there's cost out, there's health and safety. All of those groups are inside Orbital Launch Tower. Now, the Orbital Launch Tower consumes Orbital Launch Tower sections. This is another company group inside SpaceX, and they have their own software, their own procurement, their own cost out, their own quality assurance. And they deliver to Orbital Launch Tower team as if they were a supplier, although they're wholly owned by SpaceX. The Orbital Launch Table and the Orbital Launch Mount, again, are separate company groups, and they don't have shared services for speed reasons. They operate like they're their own entirely separate company, with everyone acting as if they are their own chief engineer. Now, maybe it's easier for us to relate to the rockets themselves. This image is older. SpaceX is now building Starship 27 and Booster 7. Starship is the upper stage, essentially, of the largest rocket made by humans. Every single Starship is different, and SpaceX builds an entirely new Starship once a month. Every month, an entire Starship. They're on Starship 27 now. Now, the booster and Starship mate together, and any Starship mates to any booster. They have a known stable interface at the top and bottom. So Booster 7 can mate to any of the Starships, and Starship 27 can mate to any of the boosters. What that means is there's no timing dependency between these two groups, and they change every day. Every booster has been built differently. Every Starship has been built differently, but they maintain the mating interface or they use an adapter. If either group changes the interface, they also build the adapter for backwards compatibility.